Have you seen the dick in Sex Life yet?
No, what's that?
Okay, so there's this Netflix show that's on right now called Sex Life, and they keep showing this guy's. Well, it's a surprise thing on like TikTok for like sisters, girlfriends, grandmothers, where they get to this one scene and this dude turns around in a shower, and it's a white guy, and he just has a fucking hog on him. I mean, we're talking length and girth of this core bottle.
So it's probably very complicated for the average white man to see that because one, you obviously are going to feel some level of jealousy for the size of his dick, but you also feel like that's a win for your people, right?
Correct.
You know
Good point.
So
Good point.
Life is all about nuance.
Yes,
it is.
He's our Jesse Owens.
Oh, that's horrible.
Goddamn right he is, and we should celebrate him as such. Now, the reason why this has gone viral is you're showing people's reactions to seeing it for the first time. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God. I watched another one. So I watched them with my wife because she goes, hey, dude, all the housewives are talking about this guy's dick and Sex Life. And I was like, I got to see it. Let's pop it on.
Yeah.
Episode 3, 19 minutes and 50 seconds in. That's the time code.
That's
the time code on Netflix.
Got it.
Yep. So once you see it, and that'll give you a nice 10-second run-up. So it is almost identical to what Dan was joking about, where it is two white men in a shower, and the guy peeks over, and he's just like, oh God. I mean, he hates his life and hates who he is because he's seen this guy's fucking huge white penis, and he doesn't obviously have that. And so with you, I want you to pop this on later on. Tell me what you think. Just text me later and just say, hey man, that was not what I expected.
I can't wait.
But my wife said the same thing. She goes, dude, even then, it's hilarious and rad to look at, but she's like, that's too much. You can't fit all that in.
She's probably just
I love when women say that.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, a vagina is only 8 inches deep, right? So what are you going to do? What are you going to do with the rest of it?
Well, I mean,
I didn't know that.
Here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. You know when they ask like, "Hey, do I look fat in this?" and you lied to them? You're being lied to, motherfucker.
No.
You're being lied to.
No.
I kind of believe this guy.
Yeah.
You got something here.
I'll tell you why. So I'm at a party Friday night for a neighbor of mine.
Everybody whips their dicks out.
Well, close. It was his birthday. And so we're all sitting around and all the housewives are sitting around. And then one of the women, I heard her whisper like out of earshot, have you seen Sex Life? Have you seen the thing in Sex Life? And I heard it and I spun around, only dude in the room. And I go, I love that guy's cock. And huge laughter. And it was like, oh my God, have you seen that? And I go, let me ask honest opinion here. I went around the horn. There was about 8 women there. And I go, is that too much? And all of them were like, yes, too much. One though was just like, no, I'm good. Like that'd be fine. And I was like,
wow.
All right. So 7 out of 8 were like, that was too much. And the other one was.
This is sounding a lot like 9 out of 10 doctors agree that Chatterton cigarettes add calcium to your bones. Yeah, it's not true.
Here's what gives me hope. One, every dildo I've seen, I mean, look, there's some giant black pepper shakers out there and piano legs, but every dildo I've seen on a regular lady's cupboard is like 5 inches or whatever, and they're putting that thing in them. And how many times in high school did you get a girl off with the finger?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So it is possible to have a tiny dong and do some damage, but I think a huge dong is kind of a foolproof. Like it just hits all the spots. You don't have to be good in bed. You just get in there. It does the job. I feel like with a medium dick like myself, you got to actually have some skills.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of risk involved in having a giant dong like that too. Like if you don't, it's like being too hot at an early age and you don't develop a personality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's also like if you're extremely physically talented and you don't have the work ethic, like Dwight Howard, for example, should have been a much better NBA player than he really was.
Yeah, that's true.
If he had Kobe Bryant's work ethic, he might be the best basketball player of all time. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Like he's like, he has a LeBron level of physical talent.
Giannis, he was shaped like Giannis. Yeah. He was a physical gift, and then he just wasted it.
There's no reason he should have been way better at basketball than he was. So you don't want to be that guy who's like, yeah, he's got a big dick, but because everything before the butt is bullshit, right?
Right.
Interesting.
Are you married, Mark?
Engaged.
Okay, great. Do you ever have these conversations with your wife? I do all the time.
Yeah, the worst thing is she's very open, which I love. I hate these girls who are like, oh, I've never seen a penis. You're like, shut up, you whore. But the worst thing is she's like, yeah, my ex-boyfriend was huge. It hurt. I hated it. And you're kind of like, this is bittersweet because you're like, all right, the guy was huge, I get it, but you're also like, hey, it hurts, so mine doesn't because I'm not huge. So yeah, it hurts, but I'd rather get the truth, you know?
Yeah, because I have these conversations with her, and I asked about, you know, obviously that amongst other things. And yeah, she brought up the most interesting case of all time. She goes, well, have you heard of the phenomenon of the really skinny white trash guys with huge dicks?
Yes, I've heard of this.
And I was like, no, I actually haven't. And then once she explained it to me, I was like, oh yeah, fuck, we had a kid like that in high school.
How have you not heard of this?
Too.
How have you not heard of this?
Well, as soon as it was something that I guess has never been discussed, but like as soon as she said it, I knew the kid's name right away. He's fucking dead now, so I can say it.
Isn't that
so is mine?
No way.
That's hilarious. Yeah, heroin.
Ah, shit. The dick was too much to handle, and he overdosed.
It's a lot of responsibility, like Spider-Man's uncle said.
Right.
So
yeah, mine. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Any guy you see drinking a Monster is packing.
Yeah. That's why he's punching holes in drywall. He can't take it, man. It's too much stress.
It is.
It's a lot of hog to lug around.
It is. Yeah.